good evening everybody, I'm Tricia King, I'm part of the leadership team at Birkbeck, and it is my job to say some thank yous and to release you back into those very obvious, loud and excited conversations you were having at the beginning of the evening. It is no secret that Scholars' Evening is my favourite evening at Birkbeck because it brings into the room all of the people that make this community special. We have students, we have staff, we have donors and we have volunteers. And there is something very special. We call ourselves London's Evening University. And what we've worked out is it isn't the fact that we are London's Evening University, it's about what that makes possible, how it gathers people like you from all sorts of walks of life, all backgrounds, all aspirations into one Birkbeck classroom. And the alchemy at Birkbeck is about what happens in that classroom when people like you or the people that you are funding come into our classrooms and have extraordinary evenings, a bit like we're having this evening. But I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to Laura for the use of these fantastic, rather extraordinary facilities. How lucky are we to be able to come here and stand at the top of your building, so we are very grateful. To say thank you to Daniel for what a fabulous speech. We do love our donors who are that articulate, who are that lyrical about the values of being a Birkbeck student and sponsoring Birkbeck students. To Michael, David Latchman, our master, says that he is my pin-up boy, and he absolutely is. I think you know why. It's not why I need to say more. And to Victoria, who sadly you're not yet my pin-up girl, but who knows, by the end of the evening we could have got that sorted. But thank you all very much for the speeches and the contributions that you've made to Birkbeck. But one thing I always do at Scholars' Evenings, I always walk around and meet some students and have some stories that I have literally just heard. And Dickon, where are you? Can I see you? Dickon over there. Dickon's doing his English degree with us. He left school, didn't particularly enjoy school, is in the second year of his English degree, and he said, I am now getting first class marks, and it's because I have learned how to learn all the way through. So what a man. Well done, Dickon. Caroline, where's Caroline? Can I see you, Caroline? Oh, yeah, sat down. She's over there, sat on a chair. Caroline, who had lots of caring responsibilities and came back to Birkbeck thinking she was coming to do a degree because she wanted to change her career. And what she actually said to me this evening, the thing I have learned is I am going to change my career, but I have learned that I have a passion for learning. And you think, yep, that's what we do, that passion for learning. But tonight's find, I have to tell you, I've not met this woman before this evening, is Tricia, who has been in a Birkbeck community for 57 years. She studied with Pevsner, she studied with Hobsbawm, she worked for Tessa Blackstone, so I think she has had an extraordinary career, and she is now a donor. And I was explaining to Patricia that we are moving towards our 200th birthday. In 2023, Birkbeck will be 200 years old, and we are gathering stories like Patricia's, and so we actually interviewed her this evening to be part of this story. And I was saying, but we're very keen on this not being about looking back, but about looking forward. And we're calling it Towards Our Third Century. And Patricia said, that's absolutely right, because the future is everything. And it strikes me that that's why you're all here this evening, because the people who give money and the students who are in receipt of it and the people who volunteer and the people who teach, we are all absolutely committed to that notion that the future is everything. So thank you all so much for coming. And I have one last thing, which is we're going to try and take a photograph of all of you, which is a bit like herding cats. We have problems with this every year, but we're very brave and we're going to do it. So our photographer is just here. That man who's pretending he's not the photographer, that's him. So if you take your instructions from our photographer, he will gather you all and you will be, in fact, when we do The Future is Everything, you will be part of that story. So thank you all very much.